Hello, this is Katie and today we're going to be making a square knot bracelet. So that is macrame, so the macrame square knot. So it's this one in the centre here. So we're going to be making it, it's one of the most basic knots, and we're just going to be making it and encapsulating beads as we go all the way through it. I will have a separate video to show you how to make the sliding clasp. As you can see, I've made a few bracelets, so all these are going to be shown but in separate videos, but the clasp will be in a video of its own because it's basically universal throughout the whole range of macrame bracelets I'll be making. So what you're going to need some 6mm beads. I've got some braided cord. This is an 0.8mm braided cord. You're going to need maybe some scissors, or these are thread cutters, thread zapper, or maybe some E6000 glue. I'll show you what that looks like. Something like that, a jewellery making sort of type glue, something that's quite flexible. I will go through how to do that, use those at the very end. And you're also going to need this part underneath here, a macrame board. So on one side it's plain, so this is a larger macrame board underneath. I can't say that very well. And this is a mini macrame board. So all of the ingredients today, apart from the tools and glue, were actually taken from a Relax and Craft subscription box. So, and I'll pop some details at the end of the video about the subscription box, which is absolutely amazing. The value that you get is absolutely fantastic. So let's get on and start making our square knot bracelet. So to begin our square knot macrame, what we're going to need is a length of our thread. So I'm using a 0.8mm thread, which is a braided cord. I've just attached it to my board. The length that I've used is about 40 centimetres. So I've attached it to my board. I've just kind of wiggled it through those slots at the top there. Then I've added 11 of my 6mm beads. So that's 6mm centre drilled beads. And then I've attached it just the same at the bottom, just sort of winding it backwards and forwards, just so that I make sure I've got a nice bit of tension on there. So, and then once we've got this in place, we can slide those beads down to the bottom, because we're going to be working from the top to the bottom. And we're going to take our working cord. So this is again the same braided cord. And for this, I've got 100 centimetres, which is 70 inches. The length here, which I just said, was 40 centimetres. Sorry, that is 16 inches if you work in inches. So I've got 180 centimetres and I've folded it in half. So that is the halfway point. I'm just going to pop that underneath and just pull one side through, and I know I'm in the middle. So I'm going to push that right up to the top there. So we're going to begin our first square knot. So I'm going to do it really slowly to begin with, and then I'll speed up a little bit. Let's just zoom in a little. So with a square knot, it composes of two halves. So you've got one half and then the other half. It'll make sense as I go along. So what we want to do is, I usually work on the left hand side first. You can start on the right if you want, but whatever you start on, just remember. And what I've done is I've just kind of made a loop, and that's gone over the top of my lazy strand. So this one coming downwards is my lazy, this one's my working strand. So I've made kind of this a forwards D shape, and I've got a cross over the top there. So that's just going to lay over in that direction, and then we're going to pick up the one at the opposite side. So the one at the opposite side needs to come over the top of the one that we just laid across. So that's a little bit that most people get wrong at first. This one has to come over the top of the one we just laid across. Then we find the end, and then we put the end underneath both threads that cross over there. So underneath the cross. So if I just grab a little pair of pliers, this is where the thread is going, underneath here. So you can see it's going under both of those threads that crossed over. So we've got our D shape, and then the tail is coming under that cross, and then it's going to come up through that loop. Don't worry, I'm going to do this a few times. Then we're just going to pull this in tighter, and so then we just pull it that little bit of tension. We don't want to pull it too tight, but just so it's nice and close. So that is half a square knot. Then we're going to work on the opposite side. We're going to do everything in reverse. So we're going to make now that backwards D shape. This thread's coming straight across here, and then the one at the top comes over the top of it. So over the top of that thread, and then the tail goes under the cross, under that cross there, and then up through the loop. So that is your basic square knot. Pull that in tight, and that is one full square knot. I'll just bring that up to the camera so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. So that's one square knot. So to begin this project, just a simple square knot beaded bracelet, we're going to start by doing 6 square knots. So we've got one in. I'll go nice and slow again. Make that D shape. Make sure this thread is coming over the top of the one we just took across, and then find that end, goes under the cross and up through the loop, and pull that one in. And then to finish that knot, we bring this, we make the backwards D shape. This thread comes over the top of that one, under the cross, up through the loop. So that's 2 square knots. I'm going to get a little bit faster. If you need to just go back and watch those again, do so. I'm just going to come a little bit faster now, just so we can get those 6 square knots in. Always making sure you do both sides of your knot. It's not a square knot unless you do both sides of them. So that's 3 knots we've got in there. I sometimes make a little loop just so that I'm not working right to the end when I'm working on a long piece of thread. So I'll bring that over, and then I'll make a little loop there, push that through, and then pull up. And another one. So if you're not quite getting this yet, just go back, watch those first couple of knots again, take it nice and slowly. You don't need to go as fast as I'm going now. So let's count these. So if you think, oh, have I got enough? I can't remember how many I've done. There's a little bit. So if you always start on the side that you started on, you can just count down the bumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and if that last bump is on the same side as you started, that means you did complete the last square knot. So we've got 1 more square knot to go. And the opposite side. Like so. So we've got our 6 square knots, our lovely, beautiful, simple square knots. Now we can start adding our beads. So we're just going to push a bead up and just do the square knot underneath. So we're going to do 1, 1, 2, 3 square knots in between each of these. So push a bead up and then 3 square knots. That's 2. That is 3. Almost. I'm doing the other side. And push your next bead up, and then you're going to continue on until you've added all of those beads. And remember, when we started we did 6 square knots. We're going to do 6 square knots at the bottom as well. So I'm going to let you continue filling all that in. 3 knots, 3 square knots, so both sides of the knot in between. If you think you've made a mistake and you've not finished the knot, go correct it now, because it's hard to correct it later. You've got to kind of untangle everything. So just work along nicely, just keeping your tension really nice until we've got all those square knots in, 6 at the other end, so at the opposite end, and 3 in between each of our beads. Okay, so I've worked down and I've added all of my beads and my 6 square knots. Now I just need to put a little correction in. I think I said 11 beads at the beginning. It's actually 9 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 beads. So 9 6mm beads. I will pop that in a little caption earlier on in the video. So now we've got everything in place. What we're going to do is we're going to unfasten it from our board. I'm just going to move that board out of the way. So now we've got our bracelet. No clasp. We're going to do that in a separate video, is the clasp, because I've got a few of these to do, so we may as well just do it all on one. And then we just need to finish off these ends. So making sure you don't cut the one in the center. I'm just going to work on this side first, and I'm going to use what is called a thread zapper, so it just heats up. You could use scissors if you want, but you still need to either melt these ends in, which is what I'm going to do, or you can use some like something like an E6000 glue, and then you just have to wait for those. This is a little bit more instant. So I'm just going to zap my thread. Just take it a little bit shorter to start with. Need to concentrate when I do this. So I'm just kind of melting it down. Let's just trim that a little bit off. The zapper doesn't seem to get as hot as it used to do. I'm just going to melt that little bit down and then just push that in. That's fine. And that just kind of, because it's like a nylon thread, it's it melts basically together using your thread zapper, which is a lot safer than using anything else. So I'm just going to zap that little piece off, and then just gently melt that one down, and then just kind of like gluing it to the side. There we go, all perfect. So that is this all made. Like I said, I know we've not put a clasp on yet, but I'm going to do that in a little separate video, just because I've got a few different macrame techniques to do, but they all finish with the same clasp. So you will be able to just check out my channel and find the clasp. So the clasp is like so. It is a square knot, but there's a certain way of doing it, and it slides. So this makes this a fully adjustable bracelet. If you want to wear it looser like so, you can, and then you've just got a little bead on each end, but there is a way of getting this to slide really easily, a little trick that I'm going to show you. I'll also be doing this macrame bracelet in another video too, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed making your square knot macrame bracelet. I will see you again soon. Don't forget to subscribe, click that bell, select all, and you won't miss any videos. See you soon. Bye. So if you wanted to know where I got all the ingredients for today's tutorial, I got them from the Relax and Craft box, which is made by a company called Rocks and Chains, which is run by the amazing Fleur Hastings. She creates these boxes every month. This was April 2023 box. Every month you get something different. You get a different medium. You usually get a tool. You get lots of gemstones and amazing creative inspiration as well, because you are joined into a Facebook group and you have a members area of her website where there is lots of inspiration and lots of designs that have been made with this box, and to inspire you to create even more. So every month you get your box. You also get, because of the relax part, crafting is relaxing anyway, you get a cup of tea and usually some sort of treat, a chocolate, but unfortunately I opened the box and I saw it and I ate it. I apologise. So I did get a lovely chocolate as well. So in this month's box, not this month that we're in now, the April 2023 box, we got the cord, so lots and lots of amazing 0.8mm cord. We got a whole strand of beautiful garnet. I can't tell you how beautiful that is. You'll see it in another video. You've got amazing silver obsidian, so that one's 4mm, this one's 6mm. You've got the beautiful shrubby quartz, which you've just seen me using in this video here. And you've also got lots of spacer beads, and we've got all three of the colour tones. So we've got silver plated, gold plated and rose gold plated spacer beads. But you also got, as your tool, you got the board. So you got the macrame board in this box as well, which I think is absolutely amazing value. So if it's something you want to have a look at for the future, you won't get this box, but you will get some a different box. Each box each month is absolutely amazing. You're not committed into it, but you can subscribe at rocksandchains.com. So I just thought you'd like to know where those ingredients came from, and I hope you've enjoyed today's video, which is this one here. This one will be coming up shortly. Don't forget to subscribe. It's absolutely free to subscribe. Click that bell and you will get all my videos. And I hope to see you again really soon, especially if you've made this and you want to make that sliding clasp. I'll see you soon. Bye.